program is organized on the day of the International Youth Day, uh, and 2020 theme is Youth Engagement for Global Action. It also creates an opportunity to celebrate the young people's voice, their actions, their initiatives, as well as meaningful and equitable engagement. So finally, it creates a kind of harmonious and prosperous uh, youth engagement. So uh, we have created a program like World Youth Parliament where every students can get a chance to discuss about one country, the country chosen by the delegates, and they also try their best to uh, research about the data, information about that countries, and share among the all delegates and all the participants in the programs. Finally, that will create a kind of meeting of mind, and uh, it helps to fertilize the every delegates and the members ideas, that ideas will come as the fertilized ideas, and that will be a kind of solution of the problems, and it also helps to understand about the different countries issues as problems, solutions, and their geographical status. A lot of information will become here, and finally youth will be the open-minded, behave as a global citizens, digital citizens. In That's why we have started to create this time the World Youth Parliaments, where there will also come some information about the politics, economy, geographical information, demographic information of that countries, which helps to understand uh, clearly. That's why I would like to welcome all the delegates, participants, and all the members, panel members, and all persons here present here in the program. Thank you very much. And at last, I would like to also share the some small rules. Uh, I would like to announce the general rules of discussion, including the time of 5 minutes for each delegates. Then the delegates are called on alphabetical order to present their arguments one by one. And at the end of this discussion, one of the panel members will inform about the result, and then the chair will conclude with closing remarks and adjourn the session. Thank you very much. You are most welcome in the program.
Okay, Pramod sir, could you proceed for roll call, please?
Roll call. So, Ashish Sapkota.
Present, sir.
Yes, you can go on.
No. Just I just wanted to yeah request you, Pramod sir,
Yes, sir.
for the checking of the mics and videos so that they can go smoothly later on.
Yes.
Just did you see the roll call that I had sent you?
Yes, yes.
Let's see all of them first, and then after we can proceed.
Yeah, every mic status, everything is fine. So, Asim, your mic, everything is okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Ashish, you can mute the sound. Okay, fine. And so, Deepika,
Yes, sir.
yes, fine, very good.
Apeksha.
Yeah. Yeah. Rajat,
That's
Sir, I'm Rose.
Rose Bogatu. Yeah.
yes, yes, fine, fine. And then Sogat is there. Sogat,
Yes, sir, it's okay.
okay. Saurabh is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then Ambika, there, who is there? Um,
Prapti.
yeah, Prapti, yes, yes. Prapti, fine, sound is clear. Okay, so almost everyone's mic video is coming clearly.
Okay, good. Let's proceed to discussion, sir. You can
Yes,
call one by one alphabetically.
alphabetically. Asim and Asis. Asim and Asis, among you, anyone can begin. Either Asim or Asis. Asim is ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Yes, let's go on.
Okay, shall I start?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Respected chairperson, panel members, honorable speaker, and distinguished delegates. I'm representing on behalf of Pakistan, discussing about the educational system there. I'd like to present that.
Okay, proceed, please.
Okay. All Youth Parliament, Youth Engagement in Global Action, representing Pakistan. Youth engagement in academic session for getting formal education. Students voting on the monetization of teachers. Involvement of youth for the empowerment of women or education for which women themselves have actively participated. Students or youth learning through digital devices and library services, or we also can say modernization or digitalization in Pakistani education system. Youth protesting and demanding for the restoration of unions and better education facilities. Findings: Youth engagement in educational system of Pakistan, condition of women education system there, teaching process used there, changes brought by youth activities, changes to be brought for better education system, etc. Impact: what sort of positive impact is seen in Pakistani education system after youth been involved in that? Active participation of youth for developing the education system of Pakistan has played a great role for the modernization of teaching system there. Their involvement for women's education right has played a major role for lessening the gender bias in education system. Digital teaching and learning system has been initiated for better learning of the students. More number of universities and training institutes have been established for higher studies and professional training of youth for their better career life. Significant contribution from youth activities in education system of Pakistan. Pakistani youth are working hard searching new educational system in their country. They are working jointly and voluntarily in every developmental activities to youth organization established by themselves for the overall growth of Pakistani citizens. They have been conducting various awareness programs and have raised voice for the empowerment of women education. They have been taking part in international activities or programs for bringing practical based education system there. Lesson that I have learned from this project: explore the new ideas and thoughts through researches and finding for different subject matters. Learning is not limited only in books, but through exploration, we can get better knowledge, ideas, and thoughts. Research study changes our view about the fact that we get from books in limited form. Involvement of youth is requisite in every sector for the sustainability of the developmental activities done. Conclusion: from the research about the Pakistani education system, I have reached to the conclusion that Pakistan's literacy rate is increasing as the youth have started taking part in various awareness programs. Youth of that country are sincere with their country and take a stand with the government for bringing changes in the country. Youth of Pakistan should work more actively in the field of education as the educational system is still a nation's. Finally, I will express my sincere gratitude to Adil Iqbal, my mentor, Scrabble Club Pokhara, and the great Old Youth Parliament for giving me opportunity for representing Pakistan. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your kind presentation.
So is the next one.
Next one is Ashish Sapkota.
Okay, sir. Shall I share my slide?
Yes, yes, sure.
Just give me a minute. Sir, is this visible?
No, just you go to present now and then click a window. It will be
Okay,
displayed.
just a minute.
Yeah, first of all, you open this, the slides, then go to present now.
Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes, let's go on.
okay. Shall I start?
Yes, yes.
Burj Khalifa wouldn't be standing tall and high, the world's tallest building, until and unless its base was made strong. In the similar fashion, if the youths of the nation aren't strong and aren't capable, the development, the progress, the prosperity of the nation could never reach its peak. Hello and welcome everyone. Respected chair, panel members, honorable speakers, and distinguished delegates. This is me, Ashish Sapkota, presenting here as the delegate of world's largest country, Russia, with an special emphasis on youth engagement in science and technology in Russia. Russia is a home to typical scientific inventions such as periodic table, AC transformers, artificial hearts, and many more. But still in the new decade, young and enthusiastic inventors of Russia are in a race to make science more developed. In the present scenario, if we close our eyes and think about the word science and technology, one thing that trickles into our mind is artificial intelligence and a robot. Ladies and gentlemen, the picture of a lady you are seeing on the screen is not a human. Yeah, I'm telling that it's not a human. It's actually a humanoid robot, which is the first to work in a civil service office in Russia, and I can proudly say that it is made by Russian youths. In school, we all might have heard about nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Using the same process, nuclear energy is being produced all over Russia, and on today's date, Russia is the third largest producer of nuclear energy in the world. The picture that is visible on the screen is of the students of St. Petersburg Polytechnic University in nuclear power plant. Do you know why nuclear energy is top on the list? It's because just 1 gram of uranium, only 1 gram of little uranium can fulfill the need of electricity for more than 10,000 people for nearly 3 years. It is the first person to go into the space is a Russian, Yuri Gagarin. Now too, youths of several institutes and universities of Russia are continuously exploring outer space and galaxies. The picture on your right is of the students of Institute of Astronomy of Russian Academy of Sciences. On today's date, they are working on a project of creating a system for monitoring near-Earth objects and prevention of space threats based on new cluster of wide-angle telescope. In the global context, the most advanced thing is technology and the most essential thing is food, that is agriculture. Now, just imagine by how many times the productivity will increase if the science and technology contributes for the agriculture to make it. Scientific agriculture. For example, you are seeing a picture of greenhouse in your right. Planting crops inside the greenhouse helps the plant to grow in a proper temperature, and it is supposed that the productivity increases by 70%. Similarly, on your left, there is a picture in which the students of Buret State Agricultural Academy is monitoring the large field by using a drone, which helps to notify if any plant is defected, and it saves a lot of time. In this situation of pandemic, every country and every research center of the world is trying so hard, so magnificently to find the vaccine, to find the cure of COVID-19. And as a delegate of Russia, I feel very, very proud to say that the vaccine made by Russian youths of Seknov University has passed phase 3 of human trial and was registered just yesterday by President Vladimir Putin. You can see his post, the screenshot of his post on the right side. Now the vaccine will be available in the market after some weeks, saving millions of lives. Now, Talking about the impact of youth activities in some rural place of Russia, it empowers the people for using basic scientific gadgets like mobile phones, calling from one person to another using mobile phone in rural areas and using of televisions. Similarly, it awares the people about pros and cons of artificial intelligence, which helps the common people in using such devices. In addition to that, it appeals the government for future projects that helps it to run smoothly. So, what are the lessons that we learn today? First one is that we are being more and more dependent on science and technology as the time passes. And the next one, the better management of artificial intelligence must be done, otherwise it can cause harm to we humans and entire globe, entire earth. Similarly, COVID-19 vaccine is registered and will be on the market soon. That's very, very good news. And the final point on my learning lessons is that more benefit and profit can be generated from nuclear energy, as in this era of energy crisis, it gives exceptional amount of energy. Concluding my presentation, I think that science and technology is mandatory in 21st century. So participation and engagement of youth in the field of science and technology helps for the overall betterment of the nation as well as the globe. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my mentor, Alan Ranu from Russia, and very, very thanks to Scrabble Club Pokhara for this amazing brand World Youth Parliament. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your wonderful presentations. Now I would like to call here Deepika, Vinod, Ambika, Pati Singh, Assis, Apeksha Arial.
Yes, sir.
Yes, are you ready?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's begin.
So is it my turn right now?
Yes. Alphabetically, we are going on.
Okay, sir. So, sir, is it visible?
No, just you open the PPT, then click the present now and click a window. Then you can see your PPT and then click.
So, just a minute, okay. Sir, just a minute.
Okay, so. First you open the
Sir, is
PPT
it
and then
visible
click
now?
present now. Not, no. Yes, coming visible.
So, can I start now?
Yes, you can.
So, okay. Wishing everybody a World Youth Day. A very warm good morning to the respected chair, honorable panel members, speakers, and the distinguished delegates. So, with the theme of engagement of youth for global action, today Scrabble Club Pokhara has organized the World Youth Parliament, and this is me, Apeksha Agal from Butawal Rupandehi, presented at the delegate of Thailand. So, a nation of 69 million population located at the crossroads Southeast Asia. So I'm here presenting with a focus on engagement of youth on sustainable development goals in Thailand. So sustainable development goal in Thailand is gradually but increasingly incorporated in the activities of the youth. So I have listed 5 main activities that Thailand have been recently joining. So the youth of Thailand have been engaging in such 5 activities as example. So I would like to present now. So the first one is Thailand have been investing in adolescents and youth. So their health, well-being, education, protection, and participation. Because as the Thailand believe that it has important economic and social returns. So Thailand have been investing for youth's health, well-being, education, protection, and participation. So the second example I would like to give here is Thailand have been preparing stages for workplace for the youth. So Thailand believes that once you promote a proper work ethic and passion for the enterprise in youth, the sky is well and truly the limit. So Thailand have been preparing the stages where the young people can importantly Thailand can gather the imperative benefit of innovative ideas of the youth and their mindset. So the third one is APYE, Asian Pacific Youth Exchange. In Thailand, APYE is a 2 week exchange program held from 13 to 25 January 2019, aims to empower youth to achieve the sustainable development goals through social innovations and entrepreneurship. So it is a regional youth program which is respond to the global need of actively engaging youth in the localized sustainable development goals SDGs initiatives. So another one is participation of international schools. So in Thailand, the students from international school all over the Thailand, different part of the Thailand, they are participating in a conference that was held twice in Thailand. So this conference is called Youth for SDGs, Youth for Sustainable Development Goals. So the first one conference was held on November 3 and November 4 on 2018. That was hosted by at Well International School on North Campus, and the second conference was held on January 25th and January 26th. This was held on 2020 recently, hosted at the Bangkok Patna School. So, this kind of conference are this conference held for the youths like from the across the part and the students all over the Thailand. This conference is helping this SDG Sustainable Development Goals project to move forward in a particular way. So this is one of the important steps I believe that Thailand's youth have taken for sustainable development goals. So last activity that I want to, as I also already mentioned about SAPYE, that is Asian Pacific Youth Exchange, that is one of the endeavor like development endeavor that Thailand have. So there are almost 2 development endeavors that Thailand incorporated in SDGs. So one of them is, as I already mentioned, Asian Pacific Youth Exchange, and the second one is first youth development is second one is project called the Social Innovative for Health Thriving through Children and Youth Participation. This initiative of a program is a project originated in Thailand only. So this social innovative for health driving through children and youth participant is a partnership between the Faculty of Social Administration, Thammasp University, the Department of Children and Youth, Ministry of Social Development and Human Security, and the Children as well as Youth Council of Thailand. So after all these activities, so there are some of the impacts that youth have made in Thailand as well as other nation. So Thailand has made a remarkable progress in the social and economic development in the past years. So the youth of Thailand have been continuously taking this project forward, and this have been resulting to the socio and economic development of the nation, and their engagement in these activities has inspired many students and other people to create changes in the society and learn about SDG. It is not only limited inside the country but also
You
in
can
the
conclude.
entire globe.
Time is going to finish, so you can conclude.
Okay, sir. So, youth of Thailand has contributed in implementation, monitoring, and reviewing of agenda of SDGs. I believe that without their active participation and their contribution, this project would not be successful and will not be holding on in the forward in the future also. And being more about aware about and exposed, engaged Thai youth work as the more active citizens and the actors of country's development. I believe that their engagement is leading this project forward.
Okay, so almost.
So the lastly, after all these activities, sustainable development goal may address national as well as the global challenges we face, not only inside the Thailand but also in the all over the world, including those related to climate change, poverty, peace, justice, etc. And youth need to be encouraged. Yes, there is a 1 2030 agenda for SDGs going to held in 2030. So for making this project successful, we need youth. So lastly, as a conclusion, I believe that engaging youth in the achievement of the SDGs exposes youth to complex development issues and create platform for collaboration with local communities and connects them to the global experience. So, with this few word, I would like to represent my sincere gratitude to the Scrabble Club Pokhara and World Youth Parliament for this platform and this golden opportunity, and also all the audience for listening to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your wonderful presentations. Okay, now I would like to call Ashish Bhandari. Ashish Bhandari is there. Is there Ashish Bhandari? Okay, so uh, Ashish Bhandari is not making any response. So I would like to call now the Vishal Chand. Vishal Chand is there. Vishal is there. Vishal and Kartiani is there. Kartiani. Who is Vishal is responding? Vishal, you are Vishal?
Actually, sir, yeah, they're absent. You can directly go to Prapti Timinsina now.
Okay, okay. Let's Prapti, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, let's begin.
Yes.
Yes, visible. Your PPT is visible.
Can I start, sir?
Yes, yes.
Respected chair, panel member, honorable speaker, and distinguished delegates. I am presenting on the behalf of Philippines with a special focus on youth engagement in agriculture, youth demography. People of the age of 15 to 30 are called youth. 40% of the total population is of youth. Youth in agriculture. Agriculture is the major source of income and employment. It contributes 9%, about 9% in the total GDP of the country, where when 22% youths were being employed. There are many others agencies like IFAD, FAO to promote the agriculture sector, promote the youth for agriculture sector, and the government has also kept it in priority. As the country imports various food items, there is a great opportunity for the youth to produce good amount of food. Technology in youth. The youth are using technology for agriculture sector. However, in low in low number. So the people believe in labor-based work rather than using technology. Learning. During my research for my presentation, I came to know the knowledge is essential for the youth. Essential for the youth them to to motivate them for the agriculture for which the government should have special focus on it. Challenges. The youth are unaware about the improved farming, so youth cannot produce well, and that makes them reluctant to continue their effort in agriculture. Likewise, the parents want to see their children in different occupations. Impact. Challenge. Impact. As mentioned in my previous slide, agriculture sector has provided employment to about 22% of youth. Their work has greatly contributed in gradual reduction in the food import from out of the country. Conclusion. Agriculture is the backbone of Philippines economy. It it can reduce youth migration and can be a sustainable source of country economy. Here are some references. Finally, I will express my finally I will express my sincere gratitude to Miss Christine, my mentor and Scrabble Club Pokhara, as well as Grand World Youth Parliament for this golden opportunity of representing the Philippines. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much, Prapti, for your wonderful presentation.
Promoter, let's go to Deepika.
Oh,
Deepika,
Deepika.
next.
Okay, let's Deepika. Are you
Yes,
there?
sir.
Yeah, let's begin.
Okay, sir. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Deepika.
Wait a second. Sir,
Yeah, your slide is trying to come, but not visible now. Just blank page is visible.
so now?
Welcome is coming only. Welcome page.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I hope this will be PPT.
Yes, sir. Wait.
Yes, coming. Yes, yes, it's fine. Let's go on.
Uh, a very good morning to uh, a very warm good morning to the respected chair, panel member, honorable speaker, and the distinguished delegates. I am Deepika Gautam, representing the country UK on the World Youth Parliament on that we are celebrating on 2020 August 12 on the behalf of International Youth Day. With the theme, we are celebrating engagement of youth for the global action, and I would like to give my sincere gratitude towards the Scrabble Club Pokhara, which has given us this wonderful platform to present our opinions on the topic of engagement of youth for the global action. Here on my presentation, I prepared some of the engagement of the youth of UK in the informal learning. The the youth the youth in the UK is considered as the people the age gap between 19 to 25, where they have a lot to express but are still not being able to express because of the political conditions and the thinking of the society, etc. UK Youth is UK Youth is also the organization in the UK which contributes to the England by utilizing the youth of the same nation. UK Youth is one of the organization of the UK which is working for the nation by the youth and for the youth as well. The small local level organizations in which the youths are engaged, and are running the same organization are collaboratively working on the another agency which is one of the biggest agency of the entire nation is called the UK Youth. There are certain missions and objectives that the UK Youth has set for themselves and for the nations on for the betterment of youth themselves. The organization participates in the creative vision conferences which brings many youth sector organizations together each year to discuss issues affecting the sector. There are many and multiple issues which affect the small sector of the nation and at the nation as a whole, in which um, youths are able to express their point of view and um, their feeling through the organization or the agency called the UK Youth. They tender and delivery work programs to the young people on informal education and CSR. The informal education and CSR is one of the major topic focused by the youth of the UK in the today's world, and from the 1911 when this organization was established, and corporate social and the informal education has been the major focus in the development of the nation and youth themselves. Informal learning. The UK youth and informal learning are one of the major aspect of the entire nation. Informal learning in the youth work offers perspectives on all aspects of informal education in the youth work settings, designed to develop the reader's knowledge and skill. This comprehensive textbook, there is a textbook written for the by the UK youth to the youth of the nation, explores the key issues such as the communication, power relation, ethics, gender exclusion, sexuality, race discrimination, and social class. The author places the particular emphasis on the conservation as a key means of the promoting informal learning and engaging effectively with the young people. In the while going to school, we learn about the certain science, social, management, SST, and all these things. But coming out of it, the power relations, the ethics, the gender exclusion, sexuality, race discrimination are the certain things which we learn on the society out of the school boundary. So for this kind of learning, the UK youth is playing the vital role in the entire nation, and the youth are also the major focus for this term. The change in the society is is alternatively the change in the youth and their thinking ability. So the informal learning in the by the UK youth has become one of the major agenda to celebrate on UK. There are the underpinning. They underpin everything youth do are on the three core values. They work with the young people in their terms. Young people are working for themselves in their own terms. Nobody else out of the UK youth are supporting them to enhance themselves. They are committed in working in partnership. These are some of the major projects of the nation which is not possible working alone. You can't one cannot be responsible for the entire nation in enhancing or developing. So they work in the partnership and advocate on behalf of the young people and the sector. Impact of youth activities. There are certain activities that runs in the entire nation. There are the UKYAS, which is also known as the United Kingdom Youth Achievement Awards, and certain other activities also runs under the influence of the UK youth. And last year, the youth spent 5.2 million euros on supporting direct delivery to the young people through their movement of 5,500 local, regional, and national organizations. They were able to reach over 1.6 million young people to help and support them. These are certain impact of the youth activities that have been made by the youth. And this is James, one of the youth worker, who stated by saying, I've been using the UKYAS, which is the United Kingdom Youth Achievement Awards, with young people for almost 20 years, and they provide a great structure for the work we do. The young people benefit by seeing the value of the work they are doing outside the school, and the opportunity to reflect on their achievements is incredibly valuable. This is stated by James, one of the youth worker. Significant contribution from the youth activities. The organization has 6 main areas of work, including young people's participation, advocacy for youth work, accrediting non-formal learning, and CSR programs with the national companies. It also runs a network of alternative education provisions called the Youth Achievement Foundation. There are certain foundations, they raise the fund to support and enhance themselves and also the other society by certain activities of which one of which is the art. The painting and art is one of the major way of earning, because they sell on the auction those arts and sculptures made by the youths are sold on the auction, and by which they raise the fund and support themselves. There are certain lessons learned by all the activities that are performed by the UK youth. By the significant contribution of the many local level youth organization, and by working on the learning activities, youth have learned a great teamwork. Obviously, one cannot do all of the certain things all alone. So great teamwork is necessary, and by working on them we learn a great teamwork. And leading the group and making the teamwork successfully is also another informal learning by the youth during their participation in those activities. Leading group leadership capability, teamwork capability, and informal learning has also a great role to play in their personality development, and makes them being out there. Informal learning and all of these activities are also being out there.
Just
They have learned to showcase their talent and utilize it in the greatest way possible. And the rest of other you can see all in the screen.
okay,
Youth are
okay.
the, for the conclusion, I would like to say that the youth are the strong pillar in the development of multiple sectors of the nation. They have immense amount of time and thinking abilities which are being wasted, but nation is getting a little support in every way possible via these programs and policies. You themselves are getting better and are developing themselves, and are being used. Using the youth is one of the important issue in the entire nation. And here are some of the references that I found from the internet. And lastly, thank you and wishing you all a happy World Youth Day.
Okay, thank you. Let's Rose Bogti, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Let's begin now.
Okay, sir.
Yes, your slide is visible. It's okay.
Good morning, everyone. Respected chairperson, panel member, honorable speaker, and distinguished delegate. My name is Joel Bogoti. I am from Dangari, Kailali. My school name is Bright Public School. I am presenting on behalf of Brazil with a special focus on youth engagement in sports in Brazil. As we all know, Brazil national game is football, and people of Brazil as well as government of Brazil has always given their main focus for football. So let's get started with how how football was started begin played in Brazil. Origin of football in Brazil. Football was introduced to Brazil by a Scottish immigrant named Thomas Donoghue. The first football match played in Brazil was in April 1894, played on a pitch marked out by Donoghue next to his workplace in Bangu. Brazil first match and first victory. It is generally believed that the first game of Brazil national football team was a 1914 match between Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. Select team and the English club Exeter City held in Fluminense Stadium. Brazil won 2 by 0 with goals by Oswaldo Gomes and Osman. This is the picture of Brazil national team ever in 1914. Brazil achievement. Brazil is the most successful national football team in the history of the FIFA World Cup with 5 champions in 1958, 1962, 1970 and 1994 and 2002. They are also the most successful team in the FIFA Confederation Cup, winning it 4 times in 1997, 2005, 2009 and 2013. They are also the current holder of the trophy. Brazil won a total of 72 official international titles comprising of professional and grassroots level selection, and it is a world record. Brazil is the only team to have won the World Cup in 4 different countries. Once in Europe, 1958 Sweden, once in South America, 1962 Chile, twice in North America, 1970 Mexico, and 1994 United States, and once in Asia, 2002 Korea, Japan. The Brazil team of 1970 is considered to be one of the best football teams ever known. Some glorious moment of Brazilian football team. Here, these are the World Cup. Brazil is the first. Some glorious moment of Brazilian football team. These are the World Cup of Brazil 1958 World Cup, 1962, 1970, and 1994 and 2002. Up for legendary Brazilian players of 90s and why they are called that. Edson Arantes do Nascimento shot in Pele. Pele began playing for Santos at age 15 and the Brazil national team at 16. During his international career, he won 3 FIFA World Cups 1958, 1962 and 1970. Being the only player ever to do so, Pele is the all-time legend goal scorer for Brazil with 77 goals in 92 games. Known for connecting the press the beautiful game with football. Player Pele electrifying play and punched for spectacular goals made goals made him a star around the world. Since retiring in 1977, Pele has been a worldwide ambassador for football and has made many acting and commercial ventures. In 2010, he was named the honorary president of the Cosmos. Ronaldo Nazario de Lima. Ronaldo. Ronaldo scored over 200 career goals across 4 countries, won a World Cup in 1994, and twice been crowned FIFA World Player of the Year, all by the age of 21, despite finishing the tournament with golden ball and 4 goals to his name. The tournament would ultimately end in sorrow for the striker after he suffered a fit preferred to the final and failed to perform when eventually named in the starting lineup. However, in 2002, following 3 years almost almost constant absence through injury, Ronaldo returned with a bang to score eight and secure a fifth World Cup for his country. Ronaldo added 3 more World Cup goals to his tally, which saw him become the tournament greatest scorer of all time with 15 goals and to his name, and he ended his career having made 98 appearances for Brazil and scoring 62 times. Ronaldo was the ultimate number 9.
We can conclude now. Time is almost going to finish.
Okay, sir. Ronaldo de Asia Moreira. Ronaldinho. At the peak, few players in the history of football can claim to have revived Ronaldinho's ability. He is fit and trick deft defenders and delighted spectators in equally measure, and he was always able to add a finishing touch when needed. In his 5 years at Barcelona, he bagged 2 league titles and solitary Champions League crown at the age of 30. He made an early return to Brazilian football in 2001 and retired from the international game in 2013, having scored 33 goals in 97 games. Romero de Souza Pereira. Shot in Romero is still among the most prolific and clinical strikers in football history and was even described as a genius of the goal area. He is claimed to have scored over 1,000 goals in his career might be hard to prove, but there is no doubt about his ability at the top level. As he managed to amass a host of honor in an illustrious career, he won a La Liga crown with Barcelona and 3 Eredivisie titles with PSV in Eindhoven. While international, he won 2 Copa Americas and was instrumental in freeing Brazil to success in 1994 World Cup, being named FIFA World Player of the Year.
Okay,
Paging
now
superstar and most expensive player of Brazilian football team, Neymar and da Silva Santos. Neymar. Born 5 February 1992, he made his professional debut at age 17. He helped the club win two successful championships, and Neymar was twice named as the South American Footballer of the Year in 2011 and 2012, and soon relocated to Europe to join Barcelona as part as part of Barcelona attacking trio with Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. He is the most expensive player.
Okay, you can
These
just
are the
go to the next
20
slide.
heroes and superstar of Brazil. As you can see in this picture. Finally, I would like to finish by thanking you all for your attention and interest. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your wonderful presentations. Okay, now Samiksha is ready there. Samiksha Thakuri. Samiksha, are you there? Samiksha, no response is coming. So now Sogat is there.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's get ready and let's begin. Sogat 11.
Hello, Watuwade. Mimi wenyewe Saugad Gautam Jambewa Kenya Katika Wapango Walio. A bit judge. Honorable Chair, respected panel of the jury, the teachers, and the delegates present here. Today, I'm representing a beautiful country from Southeast Africa, Kenya. And my
Yes.
topic will be youth unemployment, a ticking bomb in Kenya. So I'll be discussing all about this and sharing my findings about this point. So let's give a short overview. So youth population in Kenya is more than 20% of all Kenyans, and in terms of youth unemployment rate, it's in the position in the world. 41% of unemployed are actually graduates having a degree in their hand, and they are searching for jobs, which I will show in a couple of seconds. So just like Raquel, many youths on the streets, they're roaming with these sort of pamphlets, bachelor in economics and finance, but still desperate for finding a job. So this is unemployment. This is youth unemployment. So 10% are directly participating in agriculture sector, which I'm going to explain a bit later on. And some are most are even deprived of getting proper access even to those opportunities. And while it came to government, it has failed to make the plans and policies that could comfort the youths. So let's get out of it and let me show you some renowned faces of Kenya, some youths of Kenya that are world famous. Larry Moda, a young politician, journalist, and current correspondent for the BBC. So Jaka Johnson, a young social activist, very popular in Kenya. Mumbi Dungu, a media expert and a CEO. Who don't know her? 12 Years of Slay, Oscar-winning actress Lupita Nyong'o. So these all are from Kenya. These all are the youths from Kenya, and these are the brighter parts. So What might be the solution then? The unemployment problem, all the youths holding a pamphlet in their hand, just going around and searching for a job. So what did they do? So I'm representing. So what did they do? Protest, but for how long? Just wait and see how the condition goes on. Well, or come up with something else. Well, that sounds fascinating, right? And that's actually what some Kenyan youths did. Let me say. Their mind flew away and they came with the idea of agriculture. Well, that's not agriculture, it's actually digital agriculture. With jobs lacking, Kenyan youth turn into digital farming. So, having a degree in their hand and not getting any jobs, what could be frustrating than that? So, they went to choose digital agriculture. So, I will share what actually it is. So, digital agriculture has three main cases: last mile digital tools, market linkage tools, and direct to farmer hubs. As you can see in this picture, you can read out from there, but let me clarify in short. Last mile digital tools means to replace the manual processes with mobile based solutions. And market linkage tools that formalizes agricultural value and connect both farmers and buyers to a online platform, and they can very easily. And direct to farmer hubs, it's like one step shops through which there is no third party involvement. So you can see in these pictures the entire process of digitalization in agriculture. So in this 21st century, Kenyan youth, so I'll be giving examples. So some Kenyan youths did it first, and let me show you the examples. But here the term comes engaging the youths. So the youth should be aware that the digital farming or the digital agriculture, it will enhance the country's food security. It ensures them about the financial income, and the government should also promote it to allure more and more youths. So these are some of the headlines that Kenya ranked top in use of tech to boost farming. So it's in terms of Africa, and Kenya into technology to attract youth to farm. So it's some time ago that the Kenyan government or the Kenyan youths, they came forward and they uh, adapt this method of digital farming. So let me show you some live examples. Purity Karen, Anthony Otieno, and Samuel Maina. These three argued. So Purity Karemi, she had thought of getting a degree. She wanted to join a university, but once she took a training of Food Agricultural Organization (FAO), she got very interested in digital farming, and she thought it would be the best idea, and she asked her friend Anthony Otieno. They are neighborhood as well, and they both collectively go on doing digital farming. Now the condition, the financial condition is far more better. And in the
Now we can conclude.
there is Samuel Maina, who is a graduate actually, who is a graduate, but he find digital farming in Kenya the best way to enhance his financial growth or to help him financially. Samuel Maina, Purity, they are real life examples of youths in Kenya to choose digital farming. So I would like to sum up saying that Kenya is a youthful country. Digital farming is reliable. It's Kenyan youths that are trusted in digital farming. If the proper training and engagement is provided to the youth, then the unemployment rate, that's 35%, it will surely decrease. And let me add one more thing: the vegetation, the climate of Kenya and the vegetation found there, and when it connects with digital farming, it's like icing on the cake. So it's the best way to do so. And that was it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, SCP, for this opportunity. And special thanks to my mentor, Zentagui Zen ma'am, who has helped me to prepare this project, this presentation. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much for your wonderful presentations. Okay, now Saurabh, Mr. Saurabh, Saurabh sir, now you can join.
Yes, sir. Is it visible?
No, you can just open the PPT, then click the present now, then click the window. Yes, visible now, coming.
Very warm good morning to respected teachers, chairperson, and students. I am very glad to get opportunity to speak in SCP World Youth Parliament 2020. Its theme is Youth Engagement for Global Action. This is held in 12th August 2020. Today is one of the important day for United Nations International Youth Day. I am going Ukraine. Ukraine is located in Eastern Europe. It is slightly smaller than Texas in area, making it the second largest country in Europe. Its population is 4 crore 37 lakh 9,428. Its capital is Kyiv. The official language of Ukraine is Ukrainian. The major religion of this country is Orthodox Christianity. The life expectancy of male is 67 years and the female is 77 years. The monetary unit of this country is Ukrainian and Hryvnia. Ukraine has compulsory education system. It includes elementary education, middle school education, upper secondary education. Elementary education is for 4 years. It has two phases, which starts at age 6 from grade 1 to 2 and from grade 3 to 4. And in middle school education, it is of 5 years, which starts from grade 5 to 9. Similarly, for 3 years, which starts from grade 9 to 12. After compulsory education, students can choose technical and vocational education or universities. Situation of young people in Ukraine. Ukraine, according to government, Ukraine youth age range from 15 to 34. Ukraine youth unemployment rate for 2019 was 18.83%. The literacy rate of this country is 99.76%, in which male includes 99.72% and female include 99.81%. The voting age of this country is 18. Is there any national youth policy? Yes, there is national youth policy in this country. Politics of Ukraine. Ukraine is a republic under a mixed semi-parliamentary, semi-presidential system. The president is elected by popular vote for a 5-year term and is the formal head of the state. The parliament is primarily responsible for the formation of the executive branch and cabinet ministers headed by the prime minister. Economic of Ukraine. The World Bank classifies Ukraine as a middle income state. Significant issues includes underdeveloped infrastructure and transportation, corruption and bureaucracy. The public will to fight against corrupt officials and rich business people. Ukraine is the second poorest country in Europe after Moldova. Culture, cinema, and sport of Ukraine. Ukrainian customs are heavily influenced by Orthodox Christianity, the dominant religion in this country. Ukraine has had an influence on the history of the Cinema International Film Festival held in Ukraine annually in October. The most popular sport of this country is football. Ukraine is ranked as 35th by number of gold medals won in the all-time Olympic Games medal count. Youth voice of this country. Youth people in Ukraine and Russia want an end to crisis and peaceful resolution to both internal politics crisis and to Ukraine's relations with Russia. Some of the interesting fact of this country is one of the oldest map in history is found in Ukraine. Ukraine is third largest export of honey in the world. Ukraine has fourth most education rate of world. We youth of world believe in our common values, solidarity, peace, respect, and a mutual intercultural understanding. Therefore, we agree all stakeholders involved, especially the political decision, peaceful solutions and to respect national sovereignty, civil and political, as well as economic, social, and cultural human rights in the nations. At last, I want to thank FCP, Scrabble Club Pokhara, and World Youth Parliament for giving me opportunity to speak in this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So now I would like to see the new names and the here. So anyone, any delegates are there who is remaining to present?
So they have finished, sir.
They have finished. Yes, almost all the delegates have already finished their presentations. So thank you very much for to you all for your wonderful presentations. And you will get the notice in the Facebook wall or in your email regarding this event. So now, Keshav sir, I would like to request you to share here.
Okay, thank you, Pramod sir, speaker for today's parliament, and I think the everything went well. Okay, let me say a few words before closing this session. Scrabble Club Pokhara is just a joint professional learning network of teachers, and Scrabble Club Pokhara has been doing different activities on Scrabble and school level quizzes and psychosocial counseling, and also we have done some yoga celebration activities, and yes, of course, Scrabble Club Pokhara has already that's spread it to 40 out of 77 districts of Nepal, with its national district coordinators throughout 70 districts of Nepal. And also we have relationship with around 30 different countries around the world, with our international coordinators and friendly teachers. And also we have been doing activities on various type of yes, occasions and events. And for your kind information, I would like to say that on coming September 5th of September, we are going to organize a new program called Riddle Camp. So Riddle Camp will be announced in the Facebook page very soon. We have almost prepared for the Riddle Camp, and I hope that it will be a nice program soon. So far as this World Youth Parliament is concerned, this is the first time that we called on for this event, and also as this is a pandemic situation and all the schools are shut down, and it's already about 4 months, more than 4 months, that we are in homes without being physically able to yeah, without being able to go to schools physically. But during this time also we have done different activities, and this is one of such programs where yes, one of our district coordinator and Mr. Pramod Shah took the initiation, took the responsibility of organizing and carrying on all the activities of this session. And I would like to thank you, Pramod Shah sir. He's also one of our our lifetime member. And also I'd like to thank Mr. Bishow Gautam. He's a railway specialist and one of the well-wishers from US Embassy, Kathmandu, Nepal. And he had a very important appointment. That's why he left in between. But yes, he is going to get the video recording of this event, and also your PDF copy, so that don't forget to send me your video copies. All the participants are requested to send the video PDF format, PDF copies of your presentation, that will be fine. And also I'd like to thank Georgia, Maneta. Although it's a very short time that we are familiar to each other, and with my request, she agreed, and she yeah, really made it possible, and she found some time out of her very busy schedule. I know that she's very busy. She's a teacher from Greece, and she has many hats. She wears many hats, she's oral assessor. I'm not going to read out all her biodata, but I just want to say that she's oral assessor of English for the state certificate, and volunteer in youth and understanding, and executive member of Matrix Region Theatre, ambassador of e-twinning, and so many other that activities. I think it's nice if she can find she doesn't feel uneasy expressing a few words from our side. Georgia,
Can you hear
can
me?
you speak
Yes, can you hear me?
few words about this? Give a
Can you hear
your
me?
reflection about this,
Yes,
if
we
possible.
hear, we
Can
hear
you
you
hear
all.
me? Okay. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee for inviting me to take part in this panel.
It's all right.
I find it really
Okay, thank you everybody.
Yes,
Can you
yes,
hear me?
yeah, yeah, we hear, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee for inviting me to take part in this global summit, let's say. I think it was a perfect example of indirect learning because you engage students in meaningful activities. They all showed commitment to their country and to their role as delegates of it. And they used English in a meaningful way and in a meaningful context. I like the fact that they were not afraid of speaking in public, and I think and I believe that they will remember this activity forever. Thank you very much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you
Yes,
very
ma'am.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Georgia. Now, I'd like to say that this program is going to end, finally and formally. Okay, I'd like to say goodbye to you all, and please, follow us in our Facebook page, as well as um, yes, in other social sites where we have been frequently